Finally, the 2026 Honda Passport, what we've been waiting for, the redo. Get a load. I have to say, guys, they did a really good job on this Passport. I've never been a Passport fan, but I'm actually starting to incline towards the Passport because it actually looks more like an off-road vehicle. Get a load of the new front end, everyone. The new look on the headlights, the LED, the amber touch to the daytime running lights. You also have the LED fog lights down there, the recovery hooks. If you're doing off-road things, bumper sensors going across, Passport indented into that front bumper fascia. You get the tech, the sensor system, Trailsport. This is one of 3 trims, okay? So let's talk some more about the numbers. Well, here's another big thing I think Honda did. They kept the 3.5 liter V6 naturally aspirated engine. Why do I say that? Because in a world of new EVs and plug-in hybrids and all that stuff, it's just nice to have a standard 3.5 liter engine that you know is reliable from Honda. Also comes with the 10-speed automatic transmission, coming with 285 horsepower with 262 pounds-feet of torque. Now, guys, some MPG numbers. All right, so starting with the city MPG numbers, it's going to be 18 city, 23 highway, and a 20 combined, 18.5 gallon gas tank size. Dimensions on the new Passport, 191 inches in length, 80 inches in width, and 73 inches in height, 113.6 inch wheelbase, which makes it a whopping 2.5 inches longer than the prior model. And I believe with regards to the height, it is about another 1.5 inches taller, okay? When properly equipped, you get 5,000 pounds of max towing capacity. So we did talk about the front end and showed you guys what the look on the front end looks like. It almost kind of reminds me of a Land Rover Defender, just at literally like 40% of the price. This is coming in at $50,500, okay? Now let's shoot over to the driver's side of the vehicle. We have matte black plastic front trim coming around to the wheel well trim, over to the tire area and the rims, okay? Now, they're running a general Grabber AT all-terrain tire sport, and the size is a 275/60/18 with the gunmetal gray. Now, every trim, so you have 3 trims. On the 3 trims, starting with the low base model trim is going to be the RTL, then the Trailsport, which is, this is the middle brother, and then you have the Trailsport Elite, okay? Now, the difference between the Trailsport and the Trailsport Elite, I have to mention, is that the Trailsport Elite gets the new VTM 2nd generation all-wheel drive system, where the Trailsport still has the 1st gen, okay? Now, suspension system is the off-road tuned suspension. Over to the side mirror, high gloss black on top, integrated blinker lighting on the side, more matte black rocker panel trim, smart access, keyless fob entry, so you can have the key in your car, pull that handle, and it completely opens the door. Up top, we have more black trim, so everything is pretty much blacked out with regards to the exterior trim of this vehicle, okay? Now, we come over to the rear or the quarter panel. This is where you're gonna see a lot of difference, more of the squared off look there in the back. We have the privacy glass with regards to the window here at the quarter panel area. They have the capless gas tank. Another big fan of that too, because you don't have to deal with gas lids. Up top, see this little plastic panel here? They actually added this material on, is when you're leaning like fishing poles, if you're leaning, I don't know, skis or whatnot, on the top of this vehicle, you actually don't scratch your paint. So it's kind of a scuff pad, let's just say, all right? Now over to the rear, LED taillights, but the backup lights and the parking lights are the halogen bulbs. Up top, spoiler with the back glass washer. Now this is a very vertical, kind of straight back. We have the wiper there for that glass. High gloss black trim. Dropping down, backup camera with the washer for that backup camera, which shoots us over to AutoNation Honda of Roseville. We'd like to give them a shout out and a thanks at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California, for providing us this beautiful Passport for this walk around review. Now, Passport engraved into the tailgate. They will have options, I believe, that you can actually black out the Passport wording or the lettering, and also the trim itself right here with the Honda emblem will also, the Honda emblem will be blacked out option 2, okay? Lower than that, we have more matte black plastic bumper fascia, bumper sensors integrated in that, parking reflectors, the diffuser or the rear back panel trim is going to be in the Hyper Silver look. 5,000 pounds of max towing capacity with your trailer system hookup. This is what it looks like. Okay. And under the vehicle, because it's a gas-powered engine, we got an exhaust tip on the left and on the right. Okay. Let's go ahead and lift this tailgate. It is self-lifting, which is very nice and convenient. If your hands are full, just tap that button, which opens us up to the cargo. Now, this being a 5-passenger, we have more cargo in the back. Okay. Let's go ahead and give you some cargo numbers. 44 cubic feet of space with the second row seat up. 83.5 cubic feet of space with the second row seat down. That is crazy amount of space for a 5-passenger SUV. On the right-hand side, we have more cubby room here and here, as well as on the left, you have here and here as well with an inverter if you want to bring an air fryer and cook some zucchini. Under here, you got some more cargo capacity or special area if you want to hide some stuff from the kids, like chocolate or whatever. Lift that up and you have a spare tire. Another thing that is really cool is that they still keep their spare tires because the EVs are getting rid of their spare tires. Look at that. Kind of gives you that mountainous picture look, all right? So a little bit more character to the inside plastics of the vehicle. Now that we're pretty much done with showing you guys the exterior of this Trailsport, talking about the powertrain on the new 2026 Honda Passport, let's go ahead and talk interior. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned the price tag on this vehicle yet, but if I did mention it, I'm sorry, I'm going to mention it a second time, but $50,575 on the total MSRP of this Trailsport. And I'm going to show you guys what the interior side gets you, okay? So starting with the passenger seating system, you have the cloth inserts with the orange stitching. You also have the orange insert. It's kind of a canvas, tough canvas type. So if you do spill, I don't see this actually staining easy. Electric controls on both front seats, all right? In front of that front seat, passenger, lockable glove compartment. That's what the 2026 glove compartment looks like. Up top, you have a shelf there for personal belongings, and get a load of the character on that, or the design. Kind of gives me a feeling of a different manufacturer. I'm not going to say who. Kind of give you the same design on some of their mats and things inside the car. Canvas, again, or cloth wrap on the dashboard, squared off dashboard. We have the vertical pop-out 12-inch infotainment screen with the Google Maps system inserted. Beautiful look. I love the fact that Honda did that as well. Just so many cool things here at Honda. Let's go back home and show you guys the apps. You have the Maps, the Play Store, Google Assistant, built-in Alexa, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Okay, let's go slide right. The interface is very simple and consumer-friendly. Bluetooth audio. We got the vehicle settings. We can mess around with that as well. Get a load of that interface. You can mess with your driver assist system, lighting system, power tailgate system, and so much more, okay? Go over the Honda Link, the compass, Wi-Fi hotspot, just so much more to do, okay? We have the range there. We got the info card there on the right, Passport on that trim with the media knob. Vents, pretty simple standard vents that you see that Honda puts in their vehicles. Dropping down to the dual climate control, we have heated seats here on this Trailsport, which is a very cool feature to have, as well as this is the way it's going to look when you're controlling these hard knobs, all right? You also can control the tri-zone climate control from back here as well, all right? You just press that button, and it lets you know that the rear is on. Turn that off. Let's go ahead and turn this off as well. USB-C plugins, 12-volt outlet, wireless charging pad, and more of that kind of moonwalk look, or let's dirt, whatever you want to call it. Got some more character on those trims around those cup holders, but get a load of how nice and big those cup holders are, I have to say. You could probably fit a big gulp cup from 7-Eleven. This is your key fob from 2026 Honda Passport. Toggle switch, probably one of my favorite parts, again, of Honda, is just very clean, minimalizes, no shift lever anymore. Drive modes, up to 7 different drive modes. And if I go ahead and switch that, you're going to see it up here on the right-hand side of that 10-inch cluster, digital cluster screen. Parking brake hold, your traction control, and hill descent control. A lot of room for your center console right above that. tilt slide panoramic glass with an electric controlled visor. You're getting a lot of car for that price tag on this passenger SUV, I have to say. This is a step up from the Honda CR-V, okay? And then after this is the Honda Pilot, which this is about 9 inches shorter than the Honda Pilot, to put it into perspective for you guys. Front cluster, 10 inches of digital cluster screen. RPM on the left, miles per hour on the right. We have the fuel tank on the right, temperature of the engine on the left. Steering wheel does come leather wrapped with the orange stitching to match the stitching inside this interior. Cruise control on the right. We have the lane assist crash warning system. On the left, we have the media system controls. Right behind that leather wrapped steering wheel, paddle shifters for that 10-speed automatic transmission. Lever on the right for your windshield wipers, lever on the left for your lighting system. Further on the dashboard, on the left-hand side of the manual steering column, tailgate lift button and your rain sensing button. Opening this up, shine some light on that door panel. Again, we have that kind of dark gray triangular design on the door panel inlay trims. We get some canvas, more orange stitching with the controls of your window switches and your side mirrors, and those side mirrors do come automatic foldable on the Trailsport. Cup holders, cubby room, and more cubby room. Very cool. This is I have to say, a very ideal car for the family, okay? If you don't need the 3-row, you don't need the Pilot, honestly, I would say step down between the CR-V and the Passport. I would go Passport. Now let's shoot over to the second row seating. Now second row seating, we got that same look coming in from the front over to the back with the cloth inserts, orange stitching, armrest, cup holders with the armrest, car seat compatibility as well. In front of us, on the back of each front seat, we got a pocket, very nice big pockets. You can fit a lot in here. In between those two front seats, we got the air vents up top, USB-C plugins, and another inverter, okay? You can't control the temperatures from here, but just there in the front unit, okay? Up top, snap handle, LED lighting system, and that panoramic glass that comes all the way over almost to the backrest of the second row seat, letting the second row passengers get a feel for the outside as well, right? How do we drop these seats? I'll show you guys a manual lever here. That's what it looks like. Another cool thing is you can actually tailgate really well. Why? Because the seating system actually is flat with the cargo liner, okay? Which is very cool. I love when vehicles do that because I always will tailgate. We like to kind of do those fun things here in California on those California summer nights, okay? Appreciate you guys watching. Check out our other videos with regards to Hondas, all right? The Pilots and the CR-Vs and all that stuff. Let us know how we did. Thank you so much. Leave comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. God bless you.